Welcome back to Business and Politics. We're talking to Bryan and Leah of the Philippine Marketing Association. So, all very interesting developments, and I'm glad to hear that our marketing professionals are ready for it, anticipating it. But what do you see happening in the general economy? I mean, who will benefit? So basically, what are the sunrise industries that we will see as a result of these developments? Metaverse marketing, AI, quantum mechanics, and then maybe what will go away, right? What will disappear? Leah, maybe you want to kick us off? Or?
Well, for me, what I'm seeing is that there will be actually sunrise industries.
Okay.
Like there will be more automation in terms of the retail industry, and then we get to appreciate the virtual reality, trying on even if you are not physically present. So the retail industry will benefit, and then the financial institution also, because of the algorithm, as I've said earlier, is that we get more data that are actually valuable in order to develop more products.
Sure.
And then in terms personally, as a mother, I might have more time to my family because I think...
that's interesting. Okay.
Because if everything now is being automated, virtual assistant, I'm always busy, so I need someone to assist me also in my household things. So I think AI is going to help us, especially in the household.
I thought you were going to say help you with your husband. I'd be worried about my wife finding a virtual husband. Bryan, what do you think? How do you see things?
For me,
who wins, who loses?
For me, those who will not adopt. Those who will not embrace and will continue to reject this technological advancements.
Reject, or maybe are slow
to adoption, might be having a difficulty in the near future, because those companies who would implement these innovations would be able to respond fast, do things efficiently. In fact, that's really the objective of these new innovations, to make it more efficient and to make it more exciting for the consumers on the marketing point of view.
Yeah, I'm just curious because you mentioned omnichannel a while ago, and I have seen this in news reports from abroad where people try to shop online, but they still go to the physical store. I guess just to maybe have to touch it, to touch the product, to put it on or to lie on the bed or whatever. And that's something that's actually frustrating me because during the pandemic, just like everyone else, I was shopping online because you couldn't go out. But there's a danger there of, sometimes there's disappointment. Sometimes you're surprised, pleasantly surprised, but sometimes you're disappointed with what you buy because what appears on screen is not exactly sometimes what you get. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not even the same size or scale that you're expecting. So when will we start seeing something like that, the Omni Store, or is that something already here that I'm not yet aware of it?
I think because during those times, it was still the adoption stage.
Right.
But things are getting better right now. And probably because of technology also, because of AI, we will be able to have more or less, we will be able to see the real color on when you put it on.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, sometimes it looks a particular shade on screen, but when you see it, it's different. It's different,
yeah. Because different screens will render different colors.
They're not calibrated
yet. So I think that was just the setback during the pandemic because we were all adapting to e-commerce.
Yeah.
But like right now, we are slowly getting products and people are getting used to buying online also.
Okay.
And at the same time, there are still products that you need to see, especially the high-valued products, and you need to test. So that's why you still have to go to the stores, like the tech products. You still have to go to the store physically. But like for fashion products, I think it would be best to just buy online.
Right. Oh, but what about the people you talk to, Bryan? I mean, the PMA has lots of members. I'm sure as a businessman, you talk to different clients. Who are most likely to adopt this new technology? I mean, Leah was saying that retail could be the first mover here. What are you hearing from the people you talk to?
Actually, most of them, they're trying to figure out where they can enter or where they can integrate AI or the metaverse marketing into their businesses.
Sure.
So again, it's a matter of which tool will be useful for them.
Okay.
For the industries, I believe manufacturing would be able to
Interesting. Okay.
develop because would be able to benefit because instead of using a physical material to create a model, because of the extended reality, this is actually currently happening now. They're manufacturing things using
Right.
extended reality. So it's rendered in the real world,
Okay.
but there's no actual material being used, and they can change
when
it
you
right
talk,
away.
it's like you're talking a different language. So extended reality, another new term. What is
Extended reality
Explain
is
to someone who's not
extended
technical.
reality and augmented reality is quite similar.
Okay.
The digital assets or the artwork
So
is
fascinating.
rendered in the physical world.
I see.
So that's why if they assemble a car, they can see the car, but it's just a digital asset using
rendering of
the
a-
rendering, right? So it makes it more efficient. There are also some applications when it comes to tourism. They did a digital map. You can create a digital tour
Okay.
without even going to the place.
I see.
So you could, a heads
Virtually
up,
go to a place.
go to a place, 3D rendered or actually masked. The actual place was taken photos in 3D.
Okay.
So you just wear a headset and go there and then check it ahead of time if you'd like to visit. So in tourism, that's another application.
So would that be a way of like maybe sampling or planning
Yes.
a vacation?
correct.
But
Also in
not as a substitute.
not as a
I see.
substitute, but as a tool. Also
I
in
see.
real estate.
It's a good marketing tool actually
Correct.
because you get to
You can promote.
Promote it.
I see.
At least without rendering the whole building. For real estate
Sure.
example, the real estate agents can now have a virtual tour of their soon-to-be condominiums
Right.
without even building a model unit.
I see.
They can just render it online, had the client experience it via virtual headset or augmented reality, and then there.
Okay.
Those are the things, the application when it comes
it's
to...
actually a better version of the 360 degree.
Yes.
I see. Okay. That one I'm familiar with. But are these these tools, are they going to be prohibitive in cost so that only the big companies can afford them? Or what about the micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises? Is there room for them to adapt these new technologies?
I think there are several providers in the Philippines.
Okay.
You know that most of the animators, the
Okay.
creative industries in the Philippines, is really booming, and most European or US, they get their animators from the Philippines.
I
Yeah,
see.
but reality is maybe the bigger ones will adapt first.
With the first mover?
Yes.
Okay. But you were talking about working with the younger marketing professionals, maybe even the students. How do you communicate these to them? Because I remember when I was in school, many of the things that we learned in journalism school are obsolete today, right? So and the pace of change now is even faster, right? So what do you tell the young people in terms of maybe preparing to be professionals like yourselves doing marketing? What's the message?
Well, we actually do it through conferences.
I see.
We invite them through conferences. We invite thought leaders, and at
Okay.
the same time, we act as really their mentors.
Okay.
And we even do conferences or seminars, for
Seminars.
focus
Okay.
seminars for the educators,
Okay.
so that there's a multiplier effect.
Okay.
When we teach the educators, update them of what's happening now,
Yeah.
they will be able to rely to their students.
I see. Now, when I talk to my children, I talk technology, and they'll say, "That's old already." Is it like that when you talk to the students? Because the younger they are, I mean, it seems like the more technologically savvy they are also, right? I mean, is that your...
They are actually more adaptable when
Okay.
it comes to AI, to metaverse.
Okay.
And then they are the ones actually using it,
Yeah,
and they
sometimes-
develop apps, and you will be really surprised. Sometimes they develop better materials.
Right.
And we actually the only help that we provide them is to really immerse them, show them.
And especially we have to consider the values and the ethical considerations
Yeah.
of these things. Because of the fast technological aspects.
Yeah, and
they
even
tend
the
to forget
academe is
them.
actually adapting now. Like Allfu, recently they invited the Philippine Marketing Association. President Bry was there to really talk, and then we were being immersed to VR.
Yes, they have like a VR technology there, lab. where they can render, and they're working with the grant with DOST. And I was also surprised, that the academy is also
Investing, and they are investing on AI
into this
and
technological.
metaverse,
So we are just there to really reinforce
I see.
that the market would be needing this, and then that's why we always do market research to really further understand the market.
Yeah, we help them. We actually help them understand, and at the same time, we challenge them to really think beyond, and of course, to really to be more responsible
Sure.
in terms of its use.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing that you mentioned it. The ethics is one thing. I mean, misrepresentation could be another. Like sometimes my frustration is you see advertising, let's say a burger or something, and then you buy it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look the same, right? It's not as appealing when you see it in real. I mean, do you think that that will be an issue moving forward, because you can augment like the visuals, right? Especially now, but technology even make it look 3D. Maybe you can even smell it, right? But when you actually buy it, do you think that will be, do you think people will still put up with, this is not what I saw in the augmented reality, or only one patty? What do you think?
Well, it depends on the market. Marketers tend to really have to they have the tendency to overmarket, oversell.
Yeah.
That's it's a matter of customer feedback. If they adhere to the customer feedback, it is not the patty that you were been advertising. So they
You have
improve.
to be a more empowered consumer.
Yeah.
Correct.
And do you think we're going in that direction, because the tools now really empower people, right? I mean, do you think that's where we're going, or?
We should. I
Okay.
think we have to have a stronger voice in terms of really
Okay.
establishing more ethical considerations in terms of the usage of metaverse or AI.
Right.
So we need to bring along some people to really craft ethical standards in order to not abuse the use.
That's interesting. Well, very interesting discussion. We have to take another quick break. Leah, Brian, please stay tuned. We're talking to the executives of the Philippine Marketing Association. We'll be right back.